Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video, so subscribe for an extra greeting. I'm very excited about today's video, so is Kiwi.
Shut up!
Very stoked. You know, we were all kids at one point, you know? That's the one thing we all have in common. A while ago, we were younger. And if you're like me, when you were a kid, you watched a lot of television. Like way too much. And you know, kid shows were a lot of fun back in the day, you know? But they were also very weird. Like for example, SpongeBob was probably the best kids TV show ever made, but explaining the plot of SpongeBob to someone who's never heard of it before, they'd call the cops on you because you would concern them with how crazy you sound.
Oh, so SpongeBob, yeah, there's like this sea sponge who lives in Bikini Bottom. He lives in a pineapple, and his best friend is a starfish who lives under a rock, and his friend is a karate squirrel who's in an astronaut suit. But he also flips burgers at the Krusty Krab, and his boss is a crab. And there's a plankton who's trying to steal the recipe all the time. And his neighbor Squidward hates him, but he plays the clarinet. It's pretty great.
To be honest, that sounds really weird. I'm gonna watch something else.
No, but wait. The crab's daughter is a whale.
Most kid shows were very weird, but one in particular was
extremely weird.
And that weird show is what we're gonna be talking about today. So sit down, nerds. Take a seat, geeks. Seat geek, that reminds me. The show that we're gonna be looking at today was called Uh-Oh. And I talked about Uh-Oh very briefly on my podcast like a few weeks ago. And I got a lot of messages from people that were just extremely baffled by this after they looked it up themselves. And that made me realize that Uh-Oh was never aired in America, only up here in the Great White North. Why does Great White North sound really racist now that I'm saying it out loud? The Great North. So we're gonna talk about Uh-Oh today and take a look at it, figure out what they were doing, what they were thinking when they made it, because it's just so strange. And I'm really excited for you guys to learn about this if you haven't heard of it before. Before we watch the video, let's take a look at the Wikipedia page about Uh-Oh. Uh-Oh is a Canadian game show created by Rick Watts and Frank Young. The show aired from September 5th, 1997 to April 19th, 2003 on YTV, which fucking slapped. It was the best channel on TV, and was a spin-off of the popular variety show It's Alive, which also aired on YTV. Now, I used to watch Uh-Oh all the time with my sisters. Like, no matter what we were doing, if we knew Uh-Oh was on TV, we weren't doing what we were doing before. We were now gonna go watch Uh-Oh. Like, I have so many fond memories of watching that show when I was a kid, but now that I'm an adult and watching it back, it's very weird. One might say it was the weirdest kid show ever made. You know, like the title of the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see, it's the most late 90s show that's ever been made. And to go along with that, they had a whole cast of the most late 90s, early 2000s people you've ever seen. They also had another reoccurring character. This guy, dressed as a knockoff Jason Voorhees on a kid's show. Yeah, it's even weirder when you see him in person too. So get ready for that. So Uh-Oh was hosted by a man named Wink Yahoo. Wink Yahoo! I highly doubt that was his real name. That would suck if it was. Like, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Yahoo just had their baby and they were like, he's so cute, what do we name him? I don't know, we already have the dumbest last name ever. Let's give him an equally dumb first name. His arch nemesis is Blink Google. Blink Google, I said, you know? Because like Wink and then Yahoo, the search engine, so Blink Google. Okay, so Wink Yahoo was a very over-the-top game show host, obviously, but it's pretty clear that's what they were going for, like kind of like a parody of game show hosts and game shows in general. But even me, as a loud, annoying 10-year-old, was like, all right, Wink, dial it back a bit, you know? Show some restraint. Ooh. Wink Yahoo, who do you think you are? Okay, so dumb. So this next part of the show is probably the weirdest part of the whole thing, so let's watch.
We must introduce to you the Punisher. Punisher! Punisher! My goodness! Punisher! Control! Control, Punisher! No more water, Punisher! We'll grab a shower later.
So this guy, dressed in all leather with a hockey mask on, comes out and just fucks with kids. Just squirts them with water and shit. Just messes with them. Like, that's what that guy's job was. That's what he got paid to do. Is to just bully kids. I don't know how I wasn't terrified by this when I was younger. Like, this is all like, you know, whoa, he's the Punisher, this is crazy. But with some simple editing, this can be a horror movie trailer. Watch. See? That's so scary. This next part is when they announce the prizes, and I love this part so much because it really shows you how little budget we have up in Canada for television programming. Let's see what these kids will be competing for.
Our grand prize winners will receive the new butane freestyle snowboard from Rosignol. Catch some big air with this extremely high-performance board that all the riders will enjoy. For our first runners-up, CCM hockey jerseys, the official licensee of the National Hockey League. Second runners-up receive the Ultra Racer game console, the clear choice for serious PlayStation players.
A cool snowboard, hockey jerseys, and something for your PlayStation. What if you didn't like snowboarding or hockey or playing video games? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I get it now. Uh-oh. So to those who haven't seen the show, this is how it worked. There were 3 teams of 2. A blue team, a red team, and a green team. They would all spin the wheel to see what mini games they had to play to earn their team points. And then whatever team had the most points at the end won, obviously. You know, there were games like The Dump, that was like a weird Plinko spin-off, and then there was Speed Round where you had to answer questions really quick. But the one that was my favorite was called Mayhem. Mayhem was great. Here's an amazing example of a mayhem.
Time to break the piñata open, okay? So take this bat, stand on the box. You got 20 seconds to break it open, but you gotta remember that there are 3 packs of Hubba Bubba bubble gum in there that you gotta get to get those 50 points. Are you ready? I'm ready. Get set, go! Oh, watch out, you don't wanna hurt anybody. No. Manual. Just little taps, little taps, buddy. Oh!
Just so dangerous, you know? A kid swinging a bat as hard as he can, literally like inches away from the heads of other children. Like, so...
Holy shit.
Even the host is like, okay, whoa, stop. It light taps, all right?
Just little taps.
This is mayhem.
And if that wasn't scary enough, here's another example of a great mayhem.
What I want you to do is I want you to mow down on this. 20 seconds will give the green team 50 points. Ready, go! I need all in there. Alan, don't forget these last two. We're looking. Come on. Like,
You know that host went home that night and stared herself in the mirror and was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I went to film school for 4 years, intern for 2 years, just to do this? To yell at a girl, to eat food and shove food in her face? You know, there's no way you can be a normal human after that. Eat it!
Fucking eat the spaghetti, dude. Eat it. Come on, shove it in your face. Do it.
This poor girl just wants to win some points, and this late 90s girl is yelling at her. She can never eat spaghetti again. She can forgetty about spaghetti. So mayhem, we got head injuries, choking hazards, scarred children. Uh-oh. Now, you're all probably wondering why the show is called Uh-oh. Other than all the big uh-ohs you say when you see all the dangers of it. But uh-oh is an option that you can get on the wheel when you spin. So let's see what happens when you get uh-oh. Okay, cool. So already, right off the bat, we got the grown man, Punisher, pulling a kid by her pigtails into a small, inescapable glass tube. That's fun and good. I think the Punisher is Miss Trunchbull's husband. There's a conspiracy theory. Shane Dawson, do it. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. So we all know the Punisher. We all know Miss Trunchbull. So after the kid is dragged into that tiny prison, the other kid has to answer a skill testing question like this. Okay, so I wanted to clear something up before you see this next clip. So the girl with pigtails, the other person got the question right. So all they really do is get points if that happens. And that's not entertaining. I want to show you what happens when they don't get points. So that's why there's a completely different kid in the inescapable glass tube. Okay, enjoy.
Why do Mexican jumping beans jump? They have rhythm. Both. They have a bean moth larvae. That's what I meant. You can see it right there. See? Bubbling water or starch crackles.
Starch crackles.
Starch crackles. No, it's moth larvae. You're wrong.
And he got it wrong. Uh-oh. So what happens?
I brought some beans for you.
Obviously, the Punisher pours slime onto the kid who didn't even do anything wrong. That's the messed up part. If you're gonna pour slime on anyone, pour it on the kid who got the question wrong. He's the idiot. Same thing as before. This is all fun and games and it's filmed like, whoa, this is crazy and kooky. But with some simple editing, scary as shit. Watch. This is weird, okay? Trust me. It's weird that there's a gimp pouring slime on the helpless children, okay? And trust me, I'm not the only one who thinks this, okay? The man who played Wink Yahoo, whose real name is Scott, he did an AMA on Reddit 6 years ago. Because I was doing a bunch of research for this video, okay? I don't want to leave any stone unturned. And somebody asked if he was aware of how weird the concept of the Punisher was and that like weird sexual undertone of like, you know, being dressed in all leather and stuff. And he said yes, okay? He said yes, he knew it. A lot of people knew it. So I'm not weird for thinking that, okay? They're weird for doing it. That was basically other than like this weird betting thing that they did on like some pre-recorded obstacle course challenge that a bunch of kids did in some random field in small town Canada. And guys, you had no idea how badly I wanted to be at one of those things. And I never did. I never got to go to them. That's why I'm making this video. I'm bitter. So a winner would be announced.
Red's taking it home.
They'd all go home with Hubba Bubba gum.
Audience members are going home chewing Hubba Bubba.
And I would just be so jealous of all the kids. They all look like they're having so much fun. You know, as strange and weird and dangerous as this show was, I love it so much. I'm commenting on how weird and strange it is, but there's something so pure and joyful about it that I honestly can't really put into words. It didn't take itself seriously at all. It didn't try to be anything it wasn't. It was just a fun, crazy, stupid game show for kids to watch after school because, you know, math is tough, so you need something to be happy about. And I've watched so many episodes when researching for this video, and the love that I have for that show is still there. It's not a nostalgic thing either. The show is genuinely fun to watch. I feel like the 90s, early 2000s was such a strange time for kids television because I feel like that was a time where like technology was just starting to grow at like a really fast pace. And I think everybody on television and stuff was just trying their hardest to make something that could appeal to kids in that like ever-growing community. I'm so smart, look at my hands moving. You know, there wasn't really rules or anything. They just like needed to make something that was attention-grabbing and fun and crazy. And did that. In a world where kids watch other kids unbox toys or watch some man scream about slime for entertainment, I don't think a show like could exist now. What? And that makes me sad because I have so much love and fondness over this crazy, dangerous game show. But I figured most of my followers are from America and just, you know, other parts of the world where it's my duty as a Canadian to spread the word about this amazing show. If you guys have never heard of this show, there's a channel that has literally all the episodes on YouTube, and I'll leave it in the description because it's something truly amazing. So do yourself a favor and watch a few episodes and just bask in the weird Canadian danger. WCD, Weird Canadian Danger. And if ever comes back, maybe this video is the catalyst for that to happen. And if it ever does come back, I'm gonna be the next Wink Yahoo, okay? I'm gonna be Blink Google, and I'm gonna be there. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. If you've ever seen Uh-Oh, let me know if you've seen it. If you have never heard of it, tell me how fucking weird it is, because it's something else. Make sure to subscribe, because I make a video every week and they're so much fun, and you'll get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. Who doesn't want that, dude? Tell me their name and I'll yell at them. And yeah, I've been Kurtis Connor, or blank Google, either or. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace out. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click on some right now on the screen, and don't forget to press the other button to subscribe to me. All right, thank you so much. See ya. All right, mate. Folks, every week, I try to think of video topics that, aren't overdone, something that I'm excited about and that are like interesting and stuff. But straight up, every day, the only request I get for like what type of video to make is to make another video where I just watch my favorite TikToks. Literally, I get so many tweets a day being like, listen, I don't care about this other shit you're doing. Show me the TikToks you like. It's the holiday season, I'm feeling generous. So I gotta give the people what they want. First off, before we get into these, I'm gonna show you my least favorite TikTok, okay? How about that?
Hi, if you're not a Kurtis Connor fan, please scroll. You're not gonna understand this video.
Oh, okay.
Did any of y'all see his most recent video where it's titled, Watch My Favorite TikToks with Me? Y'all, I could not get through half of that video. None of the TikToks he likes were funny. They were just TikToks of people falling. And then people laughing. And then people falling again. Like, I felt like I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos from the 80s.
And so sorry, I have the sense of humor of a small child or a middle-aged man. I sort of hit both of those at the same time. I'm in the sweet spot. So sorry if you don't like people falling down and maybe a little bit of fart noises. This is not the video for you. Okay, so this is watching my favorite TikToks 2. Starting off with a good one. This is I actually just saw this one like 2 days ago. This caption here is, Brody had absolutely no business in the back flipping after that dunk. What the actual fuck? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I love, dude, first off, dunking a basketball is the fucking coolest thing ever. So I think that makes it extra funny because, like, there's nothing less cool than, like, failing at a backflip. You know what I mean? Like, backflips are cool as shit. They're almost a little bit cooler than a slam dunk. But if you fuck it up, like, stocks are going way down. Your coolness stocks are going way down, brother. And like, why are you backflip? You didn't dunk, right? Like, this guy didn't do the dunk. Bozo does the dub.
He's doing the dub.
He didn't do the dunk. Why are you flipping? I'm gonna record my screen so I can get this fucking play-by-play. So he dunks the ball. It's awesome. And then this random guy on the opposite side of the court is like, now it's my time to shine. This is about me now. And then he goes, whoop, and then boom. Socks his head off a guy's shoulder, stopping his flip immediately, and he falls on his fucking head. And I feel like I've talked about this on my podcast before, but dude, my favorite thing is when something cool happens and then like 2 other people high five about it. It's so funny to me because it's so, you don't have to do that, but it is so human to be like, I'm so excited, me and you, let's fucking hate each other about it. It is so, I love it so much. Anytime I see that, like at a sports game, someone scores a goal, and then 2 guys are like, dude, me and you, we did that. I love it. So that reminds me of that. Okay, next one.
Literally, you look like a woman in a lot of these pictures that I'm seeing. Guys, all of these filters.
Man, okay. I am on all fours. I'm on all fours, barking at any alpha M slander. This guy's such a fucking clown. You literally look like a woman in some of these pictures I'm seeing. Kinda wanna fuck you. Man, that pic is crazy. This picture... It looks like it was taken in like 2007, dude. Alpha, that's alpha shit right there, dude.
It's about drive, it's about power.
I mentioned this type of TikTok in my original video. These types of, okay, I don't even know how to describe it, but these TikToks make me laugh so fucking hard. We'll just watch it. I think it, like, Because it doesn't give you time to process like what's going on. People don't even say bless you anymore. They just look at you like this. Willem Dafoe. This picture of Meek Mill, who has just loose fries on his legs. And this oh, that kills me, man. Pigeons on the sidewalk. Oh, it's so stupid, man. You guys wanted this video, man. You guys asked me for this video.
They're coming for you, Michaela. Well, they passed me. Back at it again with the white man.
Okay, man, people on TikTok are absolutely out of their mind, man. Like, who made that video of that dog? I feel like the original video of like this back at it again with the white vans thing. I feel like they're being satirical. I feel like no one's actually that millennial, but still, it is so funny. Like, what is that video? Okay, the other thing about TikTok that brings me so much joy, I guess, is like finding out that we're all experiencing like the same shit. Like, nothing that I experience is unique. On one side of that, it's like, well, fuck, I thought I was the outlier. I thought I was the main character, if you will. But no one, everybody goes through the same shit. And that's really nice, right? That's comforting, right? Because this TikTok dude,
God! For the love of God!
When you're pooping and pushing and making good progress, but you take that one small second to breathe and you mess up that good string of shat coming out. Now no more won't come out, and obviously there is still more inside your bum. Like, that is so specific, but I know that feeling all too well, and you all do as well, I'm sure. All too well. It's so crazy how that, like, I thought that was just me. I thought that was just me that happens to, right? When you're pushing, you haven't taken a breath in like 30 seconds, so you breathe, and the poop goes like shooting back up in your butt so hard that it like comes out of your mouth almost. You know what I mean? So that's why I love TikTok a lot. Okay, so I got tagged in this next TikTok a lot. Try to figure out why.
Fuck you.
So yeah, everybody was commenting on it, saying that this guy looks like me. And honestly, dude, pretty fucking close, dude. This is me if I took the country boy stuff like seriously. Like, this is the Kurtis to country pipeline that I did not follow. But if I did, at least I know I'd still be popping on TikTok, man. It's got like a bunch of likes. Oh, yeah. All right, next one.
When you drunk and trying to find a seat.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, that fucking sucks. I guess we're just in the falling section now. When you're drunk and trying to find a seat. God, he thought there was just a fucking chair there, and there was not.
When you drunk and trying to find a seat.
Oh, God, that would hurt so much. Oh. When you get hurt when you're drunk, too. Like, I woke up with a bruise, right here, like, 2 days ago. From when Jacob, like, punched me when we were drinking. It was as a joke. It's actually good that they got this on video, because he's going to wake up tomorrow, and he's going to be in so much pain, and be like, what the hell happened to me? Did I get hit by a truck? And then he just gets to watch this video and be like, oh, great. Now it's on a fucking YouTuber's channel. Great. Okay, dude. I forgot about this one. Okay. So I'll just narrate it while it plays, but these two UFC guys, the caption is respect between two warriors. So they were just in a fight. And the one guy's in a fucking ambulance. He's fucking banged up. And the guy who put him in there is like, hey, what's up, man? And then they go in and they get a picture together. And dude, when we were on tour last month, we saw the picture that they posted of this interaction. And me, Jacob, and Dean were fucking crying for like an hour. Because it is the funniest photo of all time. I'm trying to find it, sorry. You look me in the eyes and tell me this isn't the funniest picture of all time. Two guys that just got their fucking shit rocked. Two guys that just got fucking... who got their blocks knocked off. And they're just like, this guy... Holy shit, dude. And then obviously I put it into Facetune and I got rid of all their injuries, so now they're back to normal. And then I tweeted my balls on December 1st, which is today actually. So check it out. Oh my god, I almost fucking fell, and that would have been funny. My balls on December 1st, it was a no nut November joke. Because it's December 1st, my balls are gonna be all banged up because of how much I'm. Okay, next one. This caption is, I made you hard just by making out. Put some respect on my name, ho.
Fuck you off this perk, you gon' think a nigga trip. If I fuck you off this perk, I'ma have that pussy drip. Let me.
One time I got a boner climbing a tree.
Stop.
I love that video so much. Because, like, it's not hard. You know? It's not hard for that to happen. I remember, dude, straight up, I remember when I was in, like, elementary school, when I was in, like, fucking 5th or 6th grade, when we'd play the national anthem every morning, like, without fail, I'd have a fucking boner. Like, without fail, dude. I don't know, maybe I just love my country. But no matter what, every time I had to stand up and listen to the national anthem, dude, fully fucking torqued, I kid you not. Yeah, I really put the oh in Oh Canada, you know what I mean? That's why I love this video so much. This guy got a boner climbing a tree? Of course you did, man. Of course.
What's an opinion you have that might piss some people off?
I think things should be more dangerous for the fire brigade. I think they should have less tools to fight the fires.
Holy shit. That is such an evil video, man. I love it, dude. I disagree. I'll say that. I'm not laughing in agreeance. Agreement? Agreeance? I'm not laughing because I agree with him. That is just such a crazy opinion to have. Firefighters have it too easy. The way he's like he's like smiling while he's saying it too. It's so evil. And this guy looks like me as well. Okay, dude, this is another TikTok that me, Jacob, and Dean were fucking crying at. It's so good. I could fucking write an essay about this TikTok. Like it's like sped up a little. He's so bored that he puts his dick in a fan and the little jump. And it's so funny because it wouldn't have been as funny if he just got like if it went like and then he fell to the ground. But the fact that he like got embarrassed, you know, and was like he just keeps walking around. It's so funny, dude. Because fellas, we've all done it. We've all at least thought of it, and that's why men live shorter lives, right? That's why men have a shorter life expectancy. Because we see a fan, we see spinning blades that are going so fast, so you can't even make out a blade of the fan, and you go, "What if I put my dick in that?" So yeah, this next TikTok is weird. It's like I don't know. It's just a guy like, you know, he's just pointing at a tweet in classic TikTok fashion, but the tweet is from Adam Carolla, which was one of the co-hosts of The Man Show that I made a video about a little bit ago. And I thought this was a fake tweet, because like, what the fuck does this even mean, right? More American males now wear bracelets than eat stew. What? And then I looked it up, and this is a real thing that he tweeted. He's upset that males are wearing bracelets and not just like eating stew. I don't think those have any correlation at all. Like if your mom makes like stew for dinner, a guy's not gonna be like, "No, I'm good. I'm just gonna wear this bracelet, mom. I'm stuffed." And on the other side of that, like if you have a fire outfit going and all you need to do is accessorize, you're not just gonna be like, "Perfect. The outfit is complete. Chunky stew." So this next TikTok was actually made by my beautiful girlfriend Jenna. It's a funny TikTok, man. It's good. So yeah, I wish we dated in high school trend, but with Kurtis and I. So it's going to be her showing pictures of what she looked like in high school in 2010 and what I looked like in the year 2010. So. Looks good. Yeah. Oh, man. Dude, I was a fucking mess, bro. Dude, I look like I'm 5 years old, dude. What does that fucking fit? I mean, honestly, dude, when I posted this picture on Facebook, that thing was doing numbers, bro. Straight up. People had no idea how I got up there. They're like, "Yo, how'd you do that? How'd you plank up there, dude?" Quick answer, a lot of athleticism, okay? I'm a natural born athlete. Okay, especially when it comes to planking, I get the job done. Okay, dude, this next one is really good. The worst 10 seconds ever recorded.
Black.
Like, has that ever worked? Like, it's not lined up to pour into a glass. It's not even close, dude. And what does he say after? Bleh.
Bleh.
If this is like another language he's speaking, then it's not as funny. But if this guy's trying to speak English and he just said that.
Bleh.
Get a whiff and thought that it was a spell. I ain't say come, but she at the hotel. Fucking nigga me.
Man, just straight up bullying. It's so funny, man. We'll watch one more.
I still wear a mask, even though I am twice vaccinated. That's my gang sign.
All right, maybe I'm an anti-vaxxer now. Maybe that's after seeing that video, I think I might be entering my dumbass era. Sorry. Also, dude, you put that clip at the end of any video, I'll laugh. That fucking emoji going, "Ugh!" Put that at the end of anything. It's funny. That's all you need. Okay, well, I think we all learned a lot. Please don't tell anybody that I used to get a boner to the national anthem. It's not important. All right, that does it for another installment into this series of watching my favorite TikToks with me. If you didn't think they were funny, that's fine. That's the beauty of TikTok, man. The algorithm figures out what you like and it shows it to you. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button because 1 like equals 1 backflip that I will fail. And also leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to do a part 3 to this in the future. And yeah, press the subscribe button because I make a video all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is actually the best place to live in the world and I'm the mayor. So you have to be nice to me because it's the law. You can check the description for the things I do. You know, my Instagram, Twitter, podcast, my merch, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Honestly, it's really cool that you guys even care about just me watching the videos that I like. So it's very cool that you guys even want to see this stuff. So thank you. Appreciate you so much for all the support and everything. And I'll see you in a little bit. Stay safe. Peace out. Bye-bye. Folks, I'm back from tour, finally, all done. The shows were amazing. Honestly, thank you so much to everybody who came out to the shows this year. We got a bunch more coming next year. You know, hopefully this Omicron thing chills out. Omicron, or more like, oh my God. I'm scared. But no, thank you so much everybody who came out. The shows were so much fun, had a great time. But let me tell you, living out of a suitcase, no fun. Okay, I forget which pile of underwear was clean and which one was dirty. Might as well throw them all in the trash just to be safe. Oh cool, my shampoo exploded. Living out of a piece of luggage for a while, man, it's stressful, man. I've been freaking out, dude. I've been having a full-on episode. I've been having a full episode about this baggage. So I went to YouTube and I searched baggage, full episode. And you're not gonna believe what I found. There's a whole freaking dating show about baggage. Yeah, so today we're gonna talk about it, okay? And yes, all of that did happen. Of course it did. It's not like one of you guys just sent me a message and was like, hey, you should make a video about baggage. That didn't happen. So the show Baggage is not like about like a guy like going through someone's luggage like Room Raider style. The show revolves around the term like baggage, like in a relationship. I'll look it up in Urban Dictionary because I didn't explain it very well. Okay, baggage, an issue regarding a person's past that can affect their current disposition, addictions, debt, diseases, bad habits, past relationships, or kids. So the way the game works, there's one person like looking for love, and there's 3 contestants trying to win a date with this person. As the show goes on, the contestants reveal 3 bad things about themselves, or baggage, and these pieces of baggage get increasingly worse. They're then eliminated one by one until there's only 1 contestant left. And honestly, that's a good premise, okay? Because it's beneficial to know the worst things about people and all the negative things that they've done before you date them, because remember, you are your mistakes. Don't ever forget that. And honestly, the show is just super ridiculous, like every other dating show. So I thought we'd watch one, laugh at it a little bit. So without further ado, pack your bags. We're gonna watch a show.
Hi, I'm Jerry Springer, and welcome to Baggage.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, this show is hosted by Jerry Springer. I hardly know her. Seriously though, this show is hosted by the one and only Jerry Springer. The man who is responsible for like 95% of white trash divorces. And I'm sure the other 5% is like sexy cousins or something. I don't know.
But why would you sleep with him?
Because I want to be with him.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned the whole Jerry Springer thing sooner. I honestly think I was trying to forget it myself, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Jerry Springer. If you aren't familiar with his work or who he is, just picture you're trying to drown Maury Povich in a bathtub full of Mountain Dew, but then you just give up halfway through. The man who emerges is Jerry Springer. Oh, you think white people don't have culture? Okay, man. You watch an episode of Jerry Springer and then say that.
I had sex with your fiance. How could you?
Because you'd still be right. Okay, enough about Jer. Let's meet the main contestant who's looking for love.
Right now, let's meet our dater. He's a sports coach from Yorktown, New York. Say hello to Chris.
Okay, sorry to interrupt so quickly, but I have a question. What the fuck is a sports coach?
He's a sports coach from Yorktown, New York.
A sports coach from Yorktown, New York? Not real. Both of those things are lies. Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, that is so vague.
Yeah, I'm a sports coach.
Maybe they're not allowed to, like, specifically say what he does for, like, confidentiality. So they have to make, like, a generic substitute. Oh, like they do with, like, foods in television shows, right? So, like, instead of Cocoa Pebbles in a TV show, they'll say, like, I have a bowl of chocolate rocks. Or instead of, like, an Oh Henry, it's a Wow, Steven. Or instead of, like, a Mountain Dew, oh, sorry, that's just a picture of Jerry Springer. My apologies. But this Chris guy already got some baggage right there, bro. His job, that's baggage. Oh, what do I do? I'm like a sports coach.
What, did you just make that up?
Yeah. That's like telling someone you're a human doctor, right? Like, I guess you're right, but be more specific, please. You're creeping me out. Also, how'd you get in my house? But back to the show. Chris goes on to talk about all the generic qualities he's looking for in a girl. And I gotta show you this part because there's this thing that happens throughout this entire episode where the crowd applauds at the worst possible time, and it is very funny to me.
I'm looking for a girl who's ambitious, someone who cares about family and friends, someone who takes care of themselves, both physically and mentally and spiritually.
Hey guys, he was still talking, you know? Rude. Rude audience. Bad. Like, why would that even happen? Do you think, like, the person holding the applause sign is, like, Chris's ex-girlfriend or something? Okay. We're still talking, so... Alright. Just trying to do a funny hypothetical thing here, and you guys are just cheering over me, okay? What I was saying, do you think the person holding the applause sign is like Chris's ex-girlfriend, so when he's saying all the things that he wants in a partner, she's like, no, you're not gonna get that today. Okay, fuck you guys, man.
Now, what are your interests?
I've been doing ballroom dancing, some partner dancing.
But the
Would
public...
you like to try to?
With you? What am I doing?
Just rock back and forth. You pop out this way. Pull this way. Come this way. There we go, ready? There we go, back to back. And you go over.
I don't know what's worse, Jerry Springer dancing or Chris's fucking boot-cut jeans. You know what? No, sorry. Worst part of that entire thing was Jerry's face right here. Disgusting. That is the face of an erect man. Okay, while we wait for Jerry's Springer to soften, how about we meet the ladies? First up, we got Caitlin.
I enjoy dancing, hanging out with my dog, and getting physical with the right man. Maybe you could be him?
Next up, we got Holly.
Hi, Chris. I love shopping, working out, and spending time with my family. So maybe if you're lucky enough, you'll get to meet them.
And then we got Raquel.
Hey, Chris. They saved the best for last. I have a passion for fashion. I enjoy painting, and I love going to concerts. Maybe you could take me sometime.
They all seem pretty cool, right? Well, things aren't always what they seem. These women are multifaceted. And oh yeah, they've made some mistakes in their lives that I'm sure they're not proud of, and I'd like to think they're trying their best to improve every single day. Fucking weirdos, man. Losers, okay? Just be perfect. All right, now it's time for them to reveal their bagage.
Let's start with Caitlin. I'm obsessed with being photographed.
Hey man, if that's baggage, we're gonna need a bigger plane. That's fucking me, man. That's me, for sure, dude. Look at what I'm doing right now. This camera is taking 30 pictures of me every second. If that's baggage, call me fucking Fletcher Reed at the end of Liar Liar. Cause I'm also in my bag. But hey, she's obsessed with being photographed, and that's fine. At least we know Jerry won't say anything weird about it.
Well, she is well developed.
Okay. Old guy saying something creepy to a young, pretty woman. You know, that's not surprising. Let's see Chris's response to this, though.
Just kind of like a vain thing. I mean, photographs are great to capture the memory and all, but I mean, I don't know, it just seems like it might be all more about you than kind of the moment and going out and about and enjoying life instead of kind of documenting it all the time.
Again, audience just cheering way too fucking early.
I love to look and feel beautiful. I love when people give me the attention. And wouldn't you take pictures of me all day if I were with you?
Damn, all right, that was smooth as hell. Okay, that was a smooth response. And what's great about that is Jerry already did his super creepy thing, so we don't have to worry about him doing that again. No. No, Jerry. Perfect. Jerry. Okay, so Holly's baggage is that she watches reality TV while having sex. And honestly, it's not that crazy. I'm sure people have porked each other to like way weirder things. Also, I feel like this show just like made these girls think of a weird thing that they've done once and then just say that that's the thing that they always do. You know what I mean? Because there's no way that whenever this girl's about to like get it on, she's just like, hold on, let me dim the lights a little bit. Yeah, maybe put on some background noise, you know, set the mood a little bit.
This is the story of my family. We're the Duggars.
All right, and last but not least, let's see Raquel's baggage.
I wear my panties 2 days in a row.
That is pretty gnarly, but hey man, some guys are into that, okay? I don't want to kink shame or stink shame or whatever you want to call it. You know, some people just love that extra seasoning in there and that's all good. Also, I'm not going to take personal hygiene tips about private parts from a dude who's wearing, or just a dude in general. Like, it doesn't matter what he's wearing. I'm not going to take personal hygiene tips from a guy about his balls. I've been in a change room before, dude. That's actually why they call it a change room, because you want to change the room that you're currently in because it smells so much like a ball sack. But anyways, we're on to the first elimination round, which is a little different because now they open a baggage without knowing like who it belongs to. So he can make a totally unbiased decision.
I collect men's used underwear.
And that piece of baggage is weird, obviously, but I want to talk about something else for a second. This has nothing to do with that piece of information, but I did a little research, and this show was distributed by NBC, which is the same network that also aired a little show called Deal or No Deal.
Oh my god.
Another suitcase-based game show. And I'm sure it never happened, okay? These were probably filmed on different lots at different times. But could you imagine how funny it would be if they like accidentally mixed up the suitcase props for an episode? And hey, you don't have to imagine it because I'm going to show you. Here you go. Okay, Howie, let's do case 13.
All right, Layla, you gotta go. Open the case. There you go. Yes,
Super gross. Why is that there?
Hello.
Hey, Howie, buddy, can you get me that girl's number? Yeah, the one who just opened that case. I'm a big fan of extra seasoning, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
See? Hilarious. Let's see the next pieces of baggage. One is I communicate telepathically with my dog, and the other one is I scan men's testicles in prison all day. So let's go through these. The first one, that's not that crazy. I feel like I do that all the time with my dog. Check it out. I'll go get him right now. Okay. Aww. Kiwi, what's on your mind, huh?
November 13th, 2021, the end of days has been foretold and all human scum.
He's just joking around. And also about that next piece of baggage, the scanning men's testicles. Chris does not like that.
I don't want a girl who's touching other guys' stuff all day long. I want her only touching mine, you know?
And like, I thought it was pretty obvious that like, that's like her job. She's obviously like a prison nurse or a prison doctor or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not like she's like breaking into prisons across America and just fucking scanning balls. Scanning balls. Like some little scoundrel like running from prison to prison. Like that's obviously not what's happening, but Chris is like jealous already.
I want her only touching mine, you know?
Like how insecure do you have to be to like worry about that? Hey man, you're wearing boot-cut jeans, you know?
It's a job that someone's got to do, but I'd be concerned about her safety.
You should be worried about your safety, Chris. I'm gonna kick your ass. I hate your pants.
No. Wait.
But anyways, Chris has to send one of these girls home, so let's see who he picks.
Chris, which one is your deal breaker?
I scan men's testicles in prison all day.
Caitlin, if you want to explain.
That's not the only thing I scan. I scan hearts, livers, veins and arteries.
I'm sorry, Caitlin, but it is time to pack up and go.
I guess your testicles aren't ones that I'll be looking at anytime soon.
Gross. We'll skip over the next part because all they really do is like dance for a second, and I still don't know why they do that. Now it's time for the girls to reveal their biggest piece of baggage, okay? So let's see what they are.
I dumped my fiance with a text message.
Whoa.
I moved out to LA and he was still in Dallas, and I just didn't have the heart to do it over the phone, so I sent it in a text.
You know, I just didn't have the heart to do it over the phone, so I did it over the phone in like a different way.
Terrible, but you know, Chris, if things work out with us, I would do it in person with you.
Dude, if you pick me, I'll dump you in person right fucking now, dude. Have you seen your jeans? They're cut for a boot. Okay, now let's see Raquel's biggest piece of baggage.
I'm addicted to online shopping and I'm $50,000 in debt.
Hey man, aren't we all?
An addiction of one thing can lead to addiction of other things, so it's just a concern.
Okay, fucking super weird time to cheer again.
An addiction of one thing can lead to addiction of other things, so it's just a concern.
I'm fucking convinced that these audience members they're all wearing noise canceling headphones and they don't actually fucking know what's going on stage. Yeah, addiction of one thing can lead to an addiction of another thing, you know, and it's like, you alright, brother? Good stuff out there. Alright, super inappropriate, man. I'm talking about addiction. It's like a really serious thing.
yeah?
Alright! Good job. Hey, what are all these suitcases for? Where are we going? Okay, so now Chris has to choose between Holly, the girl who watches reality TV during sex, collects men's underwear, and dumped her fiance over text message, and Raquel, the girl who wears her panties 2 days in a row, communicates telepathically with her dog, and is $50K in debt. So let's see who he picks.
It's time to send one of these ladies packing.
Holly, you have too much baggage.
But way to go, Raquel and Chris!
Alright, so we picked Raquel, but it's not over yet, okay? There's one more thing that has to be done. Chris has to reveal his biggest piece of baggage, and then it's up to Raquel if they're gonna, like, pursue each other.
I dumped an ex in the middle of sex.
Look, it was a long, volatile relationship. We had been fighting for a while. Here we are being intimate with each other, and she decided to bring it up. It just ruined the mood, and all the reality of it just came to me, and it just ended it right then and there.
Also, I'm just now noticing that this guy sounds exactly like Russell Hartley.
I keep seeing so much lately that women are living their life on easy mode, and I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely true.
It was a long, volatile relationship. We had been fighting for a while. Here we are being intimate with each other. It just ruined the mood, and all the reality of it just came to me.
Creep me out.
Can you accept Chris's baggage?
Well, Chris.
Do it.
I'm gonna accept your baggage.
Whoa! Congratulations! Raquel and Chris will enjoy an exhilarating adventure helicopter tour of Los Angeles. We'll see you next.
Yeah, and that's the prize? A fucking helicopter tour of Los Angeles? Hopefully Chris's jeans don't get caught in the fucking blades, dude. They're so big. They're so big, I'm gonna throw up. And also, I've got a bone to pick. Okay, I got a bone to pick. That's my baggage. My baggage is I have a bone to pick. If the girls had to show 3 of their worst secrets, how come Chris only had to show 1? I don't think that's fair. Okay, I think we need to reshoot every episode. Bring them all back and have them reshoot every episode so it's fair. Actually, on second thought, I think I know his other 2 pieces of baggage. Number 1, he danced with Jerry Springer until he climaxed. 2, he's wearing boot-cut jeans, okay? I don't even think those fucking things would fit in a piece of baggage. They're so wide at the bottom. Sorry. But all in all, I think the show is very entertaining. If I'm being honest, I don't think these people ever fucking talked to each other once they stopped recording this show, because dating shows aren't real. But at the end of the day, I think the show does a really good job of enforcing the idea that I brought up before. You are your mistakes. If you've done something in the past that you aren't proud of, or you do something currently that you just can't stop, that you are ashamed of, good. Okay? Good. You should feel bad about it, and you should let it just sit inside of you and eat you from the inside out until you are just a shell of a human being. Okay?
Oh, yeah! Good stuff, man.
Can I take these off? Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button because 1 like equals 1 day that I will go without changing my underwear. So smack the button. You can leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's other dating shows or just weird shows or weird game shows from the early 2000s or 90s that you want me to talk about, because they're always very fun. And you can press the subscribe button because as soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. Okay, if you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world. And I'm the mayor of Kurtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but I have to go. I have to sew every pair of bootcut jeans into just regular cut jeans. So, goodbye.
God, it's so thick.
All right, folks. Happy New Year. It is 2022, the sequel to 2020. You know, the last few years have been a lot, but this year is going to be different. Even though this time last year, Ontario went into a lockdown, and Ontario, where I live, just went into another lockdown like a few days ago. So maybe this year will be different, as in it will be even worse. Who knows? But since it's a new year, I need to make some changes. You know, I'm in like the worst shape of my life. I drink too much coffee and wine. My body hurts like all the time. And I'm sure my mental health could be better. So I figured this year I should really try to improve myself, you know, make myself better and document it. So, you know, I could inspire some of you maybe. So how am I going to do it, right? How do I make myself better? Well, I think the best way to improve yourself is to mirror the habits of happy, healthy, successful people, right? And who are the happiest, healthiest, most successful people in the world? Billionaires. Duh. They're awesome. Dude, billionaires are the best of us. They work hard and they play hard. And they look out for the little guy. The only way to measure success is through the lens of capitalism. And they've got the most cheddar, so they're doing something right. I want what they have. You know, I want that sweet baby rays.
Sweet baby rays.
Smoking meats.
Smoking meat.
Okay, fine, I'll drop the sarcasm. Billionaires are losers. Okay, they're fucking weird, man. They're weirdos. I want to fucking stuff them all into a locker, figuratively and literally, and then ride that locker down a mountain. Like a snowboard. Jeff Bezos? Loser. You know how stock market bros are always, you know, worried about inflation? The only inflation that Jeff Bezos should be worried about is the inflation of his left eyeball. It is so much bigger than his right eyeball, and I hate it so much. I hate it. And yes, I am body shaming. What? You gonna stand up for Jeff Bezos? His net worth is over $200 billion. Too much money. You're allowed to body shame a billionaire. You can body shame a billionaire as a treat. Warren Buffett? Come on, man. Do you know 50 Shades of Grey was actually named after that guy's teeth? Look at those things. He's got overcast in his mouth, dude. Sorry, this video could just be me making fun of rich old guys, but I need to get to the main topic of this video. So we all know that becoming a billionaire cannot be done yourself through like hard work. It's not gonna happen. If you wanna make $1 billion like for yourself, if you wanna have $1 billion, at some point or another, you're gonna have to exploit the working class. That's just the way it goes. And a lot of these billionaires were already like born into wealth or just had a way easier path to success. If you know what I mean, because according to Forbes, there are 724 billionaires in America and only 7 of them are black. Kind of an interesting statistic. Seems like the playing field isn't very even. I don't know. Seriously, dude, scrolling down the list of the top 25 richest Americans feels like I'm looking at the fucking bingo hall of fame. They're all old white people. And the annoying thing, like billionaires can't just have their money and shut up. There's all these billionaires who say if you adopt the right habits and work as hard as they did, then you as well can become a billionaire. You know, that's the lie that they peddle to keep the system working in their favor. Oh, you want to be a billionaire like me? Okay, no problem. Just keep working. Keep working, okay? And even though you're making the product that we're selling, you're gonna make pennies. You're gonna make pennies on the dollar, and I'm gonna make billions on the dollar. But keep working. So to disprove their theory, I am going to put it to the test this week. I found a video called the $1 billion morning routine, and I'm gonna do this routine every day for a week. You know, just to see if I feel any different or, you know, I have this sudden urge to start a fucking drop shipping e-commerce website. I'm curious. And I've seen some people do this on YouTube for a day. They'll do the morning routine for one day. That's millionaire shit. I'm gonna be a billionaire with a B. So let's watch this video.
We've all heard that if you could win the morning, you could win the day. One of the ways to doing that is to create regular rituals and routines so you don't have to think about what you need to do. The first thing I do when I wake up is I recall my dreams. When you're dreaming is that you're actually processing and integrating and working on solutions, your subconscious mind, to the things that you're focusing on during the daytime.
Okay. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think my dreams are like that. I don't think my dreams are my subconscious trying to fix things. I literally had a dream the other night that my doctor got mad at me for eating too many worms. What's that mean? What's that mean? Because the only thing that teaches me is the doctor thinks that there is a correct amount of worms to eat, and I was eating too many of them. I think one worm is too many.
After that, I get out of bed and I make the bed. Okay.
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 Okay. Okay.
So this might be an issue because I usually get up before Jenna, and we sleep in the same bed. It's whatever. I get up before her because Kiwi, our dog, he wakes me up early as fuck every morning to, you know, go outside and piss and shit. I'm the one who pisses and shits outside. He's just reminding me. So this might be a little tough to do right when I wake up because I don't want to be fucking pulling and tugging on the sheets to make the bed because Jenna's still sleeping. So maybe I'll do that after. That'll be later in the morning type beat.
After that, what I'll do is I'll go into the kitchen and I'll have a tall glass of water. I'll take my supplements there. I take my probiotics, which is the big one.
Okay, that's easy. Drink water, take probiotics. That's normal. I can do that. That's the thing I can do.
Then what I do is I do my breathing. Right? Think about the things I'm focused.
Holy shit, you haven't even taken a breath yet, dude? Oh my god. You've recalled your dreams, made your bed, drank a whole glass of water, and without even taking a breath? Dude, that is efficient. I guess billionaires don't breathe, you know? They have enough money to like hire someone to follow them around and just blow air into their lungs and then suck it out.
I'm thinking about excellence. I'm thinking about hydration. I'm thinking about oxygen.
Thinking about drive. Thinking about power. We drink water. We devour.
So whether it's box breathing or alpha breathing.
Sorry, alpha breathing? Okay, I can't even get... There's so many... Okay, I gotta find out what alpha breathing is. Hold on. Okay, I found a video of how to do alpha breathing.
You smile and just allow your tongue to rise to the roof of your mouth all the way back, and then you breathe in. Then you put your tongue below the front teeth, and that will allow you to breathe your exhale so much more relaxed. You breathe in, count of 4, and then you hold, count of 8. And then you exhale very slowly with a smile, count of 8, and you hold.
How alpha was that, dude? Sigma breathing is when you don't breathe at all. You just fucking die because you're too strong for oxygen. You don't need it. All right, perfect. What's next?
I do my meditation in the morning. I do it for about 20 minutes.
Okay, I've never meditated before, but I think I could do it.
From there, I do 1 or 2 minutes of just movement. For 2 minutes straight, I'm just waking my body. That is not my exercise for the day.
What? Okay, fuck. That seems like more exercise than I would get all week. So that, like I said, that implies that I would need to work out more. Well, I guess I don't have to. It's only in the morning. Okay, that's fine.
From there, I take a shower, and it's cold shower. And I do believe in cold therapy.
Man.
It works for me. It helps me to reset my...
That sucks. Why would you do that? There's an option on the shower to make it hot. So why not use that? That's gonna suck. Okay, cold shower. Fuck.
Then I make a tea, and my favorite tea is like a brain tea.
Yeah, human brains in a little tea bag. I'm a murderer.
You know, it's a combination of Gotu Kola, ginkgo, lion's mane, some MCT oil, and some other gems.
He doesn't say that I can't have a coffee later in the day, so I'm still gonna have coffee, I think, because I'm not fucking quitting that. Okay, sorry, I don't have that willpower. But I mean, I'm not the biggest tea guy. What if instead of having tea, I sort of spill tea? I'll just like talk shit about people to myself. That's healthy.
I sip my tea, and that's where I write my journal.
Jesus, man. This is like a whole day of activities, and this is the morning routine. Next, he's going to be like, and then in your morning routine, you have lunch, and then dinner, and then you go to bed.
Then, since I'm writing already, I'm going to my to-do list. The big thing is I just want to be able to accomplish, as a total win, 3 things for work and 3 things personally.
This is what I mean, man. Like, this isn't a morning routine for people who want to become a billionaire. I feel like this is a morning routine for the people who are already billionaires and have the freedom to do that. 3 things? That's it? Dude, imagine if you worked at McDonald's and like you only did 3 things during your shift, you'd get fired, man. You get fired fucking real quick. But okay, 3 things, that's easy.
I also have a list, to feel list. because I feel like we are, a lot of our who we are is our states and emotions.
Jesus Christ, man. That's the most like not human thing I've ever heard. How are you gonna plan how you feel that day? That's bullshit. I mean, I wish that was the case. Oh my god, that'd be so nice.
I also have, besides a to-do list and a to-feel list, I also look at my to-be list. And, do I want to be a good partner? Do I want to be a good friend and a good leader, a good teacher, a good coach? I feel into what I want to be that day.
Okay, shouldn't you want to be those things every day?
Babe, please, why are you being like this?
Sorry, bitch. Be a good partner was yesterday. Today, I'm an elephant. You sounded like a monkey. Okay, well, I didn't say a good elephant.
We're not human doings, right? We're human beings. So who do I want to be today?
Ooh. Fuck you, dude.
From there, if I have time, I will, and I'll make time for the things that are most important, is I read.
Okay, reading. I can do that. I know how to do that. He also doesn't say what I have to read, so that's good. Get a couple of Playboy mags, am I right, fellas? Sorry, I wrote horny on my to-feel list. And on my to-be list.
So after I do my reading, then I go and I make my brain smoothie. Brain berries, which are your...
Okay, Jesus Christ, man. This guy's brain must be fucking huge. I don't know what this guy looks like, but I'm picturing like that.
Brain berries, which are your blueberries and avocado and your leafy vegetables and water and everything.
Smoothie sounds fucking disgusting. Blueberries, avocado, leafy greens, and water.
And when I'm done with that smoothie, I go through my brain training.
That's what she said?
In one of our quick learning online programs at quicklearning.com.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Turning this into an ad. Okay, so brain training after that. Got it. All right, so that was all a morning routine. All of those things. That wasn't a morning routine, man. That was a morning recital. It was a morning ensemble, I think. But just to recap, just to check if I have it all written down here. First, I recall my dreams. Then I make my bed, drink a tall glass of water. Then I can finally take a breath, and then I meditate for 20 minutes, move my body for 2 minutes, take a cold shower, drink some tea, journal, make a to-do list, make a to-feel list, make a to-be list, read, make a brain smoothie, and then I train my brain. That's 15 things to do before I even start my day. I'm gonna have to go back to bed after all this shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the grocery store to get all these things for my billionaire journey, and then tomorrow we start the experiment. So... I'll see you then. On my first day of my billionaire morning routine, I was woken up by my dog Kiwi. And as much as I tried to recall my dreams, I had to take my little guy piss and shit. Look at him go. That's my son.
This is my boy!
Okay, I just got back from walking Kiwi, and honestly, man, it is -20 outside, so I feel like I just took a cold shower, but I'll still do it. But I thought I'd recall my dreams really quick. Last night I dreamt that, well, I had 2 dreams. The first dream was about me being stuck in Los Angeles trying to fly back to Toronto, but I saw Spider-Man and then I missed my flight. I don't know what that means. I think that's my subconscious telling me that I want to see Spider-Man again, but I have too many things that I need to do, so I can't go see it again. And the second dream I had, I wet the bed in a hotel, and not like accidentally, I just like went up to the bed and pulled down my pants and pissed on it. I don't know what that means. Maybe some of you dream interpreters can let me know. But that's the first thing done. I'm gonna go make my bed and have a glass of water.
I made my side of the bed the best I could while Jenna was still sleeping. She kept saying, "Kurtis, what the heck? You just woke me up." Which was weird because she doesn't usually talk in her sleep. Then I made my way down to the kitchen and poured myself a tall glass of water. You know, even in the glass world, the tall version is preferred over the short version. This world is cruel and unfair. I finished my big drink of water, and let me tell you, the human body's water percentage is 70%, but I was starting to feel like the 1%.
It's breathing time. It's breathing time. It's breathing time.
It's breathing time.
You smile and just allow your tongue to rise to the roof of your mouth all the way back, and then you breathe in. Then you put your tongue below the front teeth, and that will allow you to breathe your exhale so much more relaxed. And then you breathe in, and then you breathe in. Count of 4, and then you breathe in. Hold, count of 8. And then you breathe in, and then you exhale very slowly with a smile.
Next up was meditation. I used the app Headspace, and it was kind of like listening to a podcast, but not funny. But don't worry, I found a way to make it hilarious.
At the same time, just noticing any sound. So not resisting the sounds around you. Just allowing them to come and go. And noticing all the different sounds.
I farted.
Okay, I just did 20 minutes of meditation? No, meditation. It did feel nice to just kind of like sit and breathe for a bit. I don't ever do that. So that was kind of nice. I almost fell asleep. But like 20 minutes is too long, man. At like the 10-minute mark, I was like, I'm fucking bored. So maybe that it means something about my brain? I don't know. Maybe I'll get better at it. Maybe I'll shorten it to like 15 or 10 minutes, but 20 minutes, man, that's too long to deal with my own thoughts. Okay, now I gotta move my body for 2 minutes.
We interrupt this YouTube video to show you our new product, moving around for 2 minutes. You ever want to work out but not get any actual results? Do you want to get just sweaty enough to realize you haven't put on deodorant yet? Well, try moving around for 2 minutes.
Okay, just moved my body for 2 minutes. I don't know if it picked up on the camera's mic, but my bones were cracking so much. Sounded like a bowl of Rice Krispies over there, man. Now I gotta go take a cold shower. So see you in the next life, I guess.
Now this was the part I was dreading the most. Choosing to have a cold shower is like having a car, but making horses pull you around in that car. Technology has advanced, you know? Get an engine. And as you can see from my face right here, I like to quit turkey, cold showers. Sorry, I'm still so fucking cold I messed up the saying.
Okay, hot take on cold showers. They fucking suck. I don't know why people do that. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't wake me up. I'm sort of just pissed off now. So don't really feel like a billionaire yet, but I think by the end of the week, I'll be evading my taxes like crazy. Now I gotta make a tea and do my journaling.
I couldn't find any of the shit that billionaire was talking about, so I got this stress relief tea because I was stressed that I couldn't find any of the shit that billionaire was talking about. I then began my journaling process.
Okay, I am in the journaling corner. I need to make my to-do list, my to-feel list, and my to-be list. I guess first on my to-do list is get a better pen, because this one doesn't fucking work. I have to do 3 things for work and 3 things personally. Okay, I think I did my journaling. I didn't even have my tea yet because it's so hot. Ow. wish I could, you know, wish I could pour this on me. If it would feel better than that shower. Ow. God, it's just either so cold or so boiling hot. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my journal. My to-do list here, I got a, you know, get a better pen, and I already fucking nailed that. Have a meeting, because I have a meeting later today. I have to clean my office, and I have to start on a script. To feel, I put funny, happy, and strong, which are sort of my main 3. And then to be, I put a good listener, a clean boy, and a billionaire. Journal and tea, done. What's next? Now I gotta read for 20 minutes, and then I gotta make my brain smoothie. Okay, I don't know where or when we got this book, but it's called The Money Book for Freelancers, Part-Timers, and the Self-Employed. So this is pretty fucking perfect for this billionaire shit that I'm doing, so I'm gonna read this for 20 minutes. Set a timer, because I don't want to read for a second longer than I have to.
I started reading my money book, but I was so tired.
Just kidding.
I fucking pranked you guys. I told you billionaires play hard. As I absorbed this knowledge into my alpha brain, my stomach began to growl like a cool business lion. I need a brain smoothie.
I got my essentials here, my frozen blueberries, I got an avocado, and spinach, and the most important ingredient, water. I woke up at 8 o'clock. It is 10:30 now. So to do all those things, mind you, I've been like moving my tripod and setting up to film and stuff, but that's like 2 hours of stuff. Just goes to show you, man, billionaires, they got time to fart around in the morning. I don't want like a big one. I don't know. Oh, I haven't made a smoothie in a long time. Blender? I hardly know her. Should I do a whole avocado or is that crazy? I feel like half an avocado is fine. If I do a full one, this will be like just a really weird guacamole. I'll do half an avocado. It's probably enough spinach. And some water, yum. Here we go. Let's crank it up. Crank it! It looks like mud. It looks like it's come straight from a swamp.
Oh, hello there!
But down the hatch. Okay, well, it's not good, I'll tell you that. It sort of tastes like spinach and blueberries and avocado. and a little bit of water. God, it's so thick. Oh my God, it's like trying to drink a burger. It's like, it's solid. Billionaires, you have all the money. You have all the money. You can have the sickest fucking smoothies every day. This is it? This is what you want? Fuck, I almost forgot my probiotic. Also, there's one more thing I have to do, and that's brain training. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll find like a game online that I can do. All right, let's have this probiotic. Okay, maybe I'll drink this while I play my brain games. Let's go. Okay, I'm in my messy office that I need to clean later today. I'd really like to start, but I have to fucking keep doing my morning routine. Okay, fuck Sudoku. Oh, jigsaw puzzles? Oh, let's do a puzzle.
As I rearranged the jagged pieces into a beautiful picture, I couldn't help but feel like this was a metaphor for this journey. I am now a broken man, torn apart in pieces. But with the billionaire morning routine on my side, I knew I would be whole again.
Boom. Bam. Well, that's the first morning routine done. This video could be like an hour long. I'm not gonna show this for every morning because that's ridiculous, but I'll film stuff, maybe do like a voiceover recap for the next 6 days. So far, this is just more work for me to do before I have to do the things that I have to do and want to do. So it's kind of annoying. Cold shower sucked. This smoothie sucks balls. So I don't know. I'm not feeling too good so far, but maybe by the end of the week I'll notice a difference. So I'll see you then.
Okay, hey guys. It's been about a week of me doing this morning routine, so I thought we'd go over everything together. There were some positives, that arose from this whole experience, but there are also a lot of negatives as well. So I'll go down the list of everything in the morning routine, and I'll let you know if you should buy or sell that part of the morning routine. Oh, sorry, listen to me. I'm such a billionaire, I can only speak in stock market terms. Market cap. First up, recalling my dreams. So this was fucking pointless. I don't know why anybody would ever do that, because now I just have a weird list on my phone of all the stupid dreams I've had. I'll read some. I just wrote down there was a mean customer at a McDonald's. I don't remember that. One, there was a big spaceship on the moon and I got scared. There was another dream where I got in trouble for bringing alcohol to like an airport. The last dream, I went to a bar with Asher Roth. You know, the guy who sings I Love College? Man, I love college. Hey! What does that mean? I guess billionaires have like the sickest dreams ever. That's why they're always recalling them. Recalling their wet dreams or something. I don't know. Recalling your dreams? Sell. Next up is making your bed. When I was a kid, I would always be like, why would I have to make my bed? I'm just going to sleep in it later, right? It's going to be messy again. But I think finally, at my ripe old age of 27, I finally get it. Your teeth are just going to get dirty again, but you should still brush them, right? So making your bed? Bye. Drinking a glass of water. Call me crazy, but I also think you should do that. Billionaires really popped off with that one. And also in about 50 years' time, I feel like billionaires will be the only people who'll be able to afford clean drinking water, so enjoy it while you can. Bye. Alpha breathing. Sell, okay? Get rid of that real quick. I'm breathing all day long. I don't need to sit down and to breathe, just specifically. You know what I mean? But hey, if they ever make a Cats movie, they should cast me in it. Because after all that alpha breathing, I'm a pretty good hisser. Oh, they already made a Cats movie? Wow, I gotta watch that. Meditation. This was actually the part that surprised me the most. I actually really enjoyed that. It was really nice. I got to just sit down and not really think about anything. And by the end of the week, I got pretty good at it. Next up was moving my body for 2 minutes. So moving your body for 2 minutes in the morning is a great way to, get the blood flowing and the heart pumping. And I think it's a great thing you should incorporate into your morning routine. Unfortunately, for personal reasons, I will not be doing that. And the personal reason being I don't want to. All of you should do that. But I don't know, if I'm going to work out, I'll just work out. You know what I mean? Bye. Cold showers. Can't really say anything about that other than...
Jesus Christ.
I hate this.
Jesus fuck, man. Okay.
I hate it.
It's really cool.
They sucked, man. They suck. I don't get it, okay? If you have the option to have a hot shower and you take a cold shower, I don't trust you, okay? Probably get an apple at fucking Panera too, you weirdo. Brain tea. Sell, okay? Just have coffee. Dude, I already had a great morning routine where I would get up and I'd immediately make coffee and drink it, and it was awesome. So replacing that with stress relief tea honestly kind of fucking stressed me out. So sell it. Get rid of it. Journaling. Okay, listen, I'm all for a to-do list, all right? To-do lists are great. But I'll tell you right now, to feel lists and to be lists are the most pointless thing a person can do. I'm sorry, dude. That shit was so dumb. I mean, it might be good for billionaires who are like so far removed from being an actual human being that they need to remind themselves to like have empathy and emotions. But for the average Joe, it's pointless. Sell. Next up is reading. Okay, well, I mean, what kind of example would I be setting if I'm telling people to not read? So, bye. Reading is fun. Brain smoothies. I'm totally okay with smoothies, okay? I've never been against smoothies, but what I had was not a smoothie. I just had a bunch of fruits and vegetables in a blender. And some of you might be like, that's literally the definition of a smoothie. And to that I say, fuck you. Final verdict on brain smoothies, bye. Some orange juice to put in there, or literally anything else, okay? Fucking pour hot sauce in there, okay? Give me something. And last but not least, brain games. Usually I'm not about people playing games with your brain, you know? Give it to me straight. Did I get the role as cat number 5 in the Cats movie? Yes or no? But a little puzzle to do every morning? That's a whole lot of fun, okay? So in the words of NSYNC, bye, bye, bye. Okay, in conclusion, I don't feel any different after a week of doing that. And I honestly never felt more like productive or motivated. I will say I did get a good amount of work done, but I think that's only because I spent so much fucking time doing that whole morning routine. So I was working extra hard in the afternoon to catch up on all the work that I missed in the morning. Dude, even on the days where I like didn't film myself like doing the routine, it had zero effect on me. I guess I'm impervious to becoming a billionaire. Don't get me wrong, I think a morning routine is very important, but that's what it should be. Right? A routine, not a checklist from some weird guy who says we're not human doings, right? We're human beings. In the morning, you should just do the things that will prepare you and get ready for your day, and nobody knows what that is except for you. Honestly, dude, I think people who say they do this much shit in the morning are fucking liars. I think they're lying. I refuse to believe that anybody gets up in the morning and does all of this shit. There's no fucking way. Because you know what's really funny? The first day I went back to my usual morning routine of like me waking up, having coffee immediately, and then going to my office to start work, I felt incredible. That's the best I felt in a week because I didn't have to waste my time doing all that shit that was supposed to motivate me and make me feel better. Obviously, content like the $1 billion morning routine is just hustle, grind, set propaganda, and following this morning routine is not going to make you a billionaire. So with that logic, I think you need to do the exact opposite of this morning routine to actually become a billionaire. So here it is, okay? Here is the real $1 billion morning routine. First thing you do when you wake up, pour a bottle of red wine on your sheets. And then, I don't care how fucking thirsty you are, you go downstairs and you have a sleeve of saltines all to yourself. And then you do some beta breathing. It's kind of like alpha breathing, but instead, on every exhale, you go, oh, I'm a little cuck. Next, instead of meditating, you're gonna play the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song at full blast, and you're gonna sit there and think about every single mistake you've ever made in your life. And then you go upstairs, get into the shower, and you make it as hot as you can. Make it so hot that it sets your journal on fire. And while that wet journal is up in flames, you make it to feel list, and you leave it blank. Today, you feel nothing. Then you go back downstairs, pull out your blender, pour a can of Mountain Dew in there along with a fistful of cosmic brownies, and you just guzzle that down until you can't feel your legs anymore, okay? And that's fine. You don't need them for what you're about to do. You're gonna park your ass down and play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 until you pass out due to exhaustion or a heart attack from the smoothie. Good morning. There you go. There's a little hack for you. There's the real $1 billion morning routine. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know this was a little different from the usual videos I make, but you know what? It's fun to do something other than sit down and make fun of an old TV show or something. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go brush Warren Buffett's teeth. So see ya.
Oh wow, that's smart. What do you think? He can't read, and neither can I.
Okay, folks. Yes, I got a haircut, okay? It's my summertime mullet, and yes, I'm only accepting compliments. Let me ask you a question. Was there ever a commercial that you saw when you were a kid for like a toy, or like a video game, or like a shirt? I'm sure we all have at least one, right? Toy commercials especially were incredible at making you feel like you were literally gonna die if you didn't get the product they're advertising. Obviously, it wasn't just toy commercials that made you feel like that. Like, I remember watching the Magic Bullet infomercial like every night before bed for some reason. Oh, you're telling me I can make fresh pico de gallo in 5 seconds? Well, even though I'm a child and I don't like pico de gallo because I'm not a fan of cilantro, I need the fucking Magic Bullet right now. Give it to me. You know how bad I wanted to fucking sit at that table with all those old people and eat whatever food they were making? Dude, I'm totally anti-gun, but I am very pro-bullet, if you know what I mean.
That's right.
The Magic Bullet was just one of those things that I wanted so bad for some reason when I was younger, but was just never able to get. But the one item at the top of that list was the Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball. Okay, whoa. Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball and Magic Bullet. You put the fucking word magic in anything and I want it. If I saw an ad for magic breast implants, dude, I'm getting double D's, man. But if you've never heard of the Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball, buckle up. Let me just read here. The Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball came out in 2010. Wait, really? Okay, I thought it came out like way earlier than that. Okay, that's embarrassing as fuck because in 2010 I was 16. I was 16 years old. So while other kids were like, I really want my own car for my birthday, I was like, I would really like one of those magic balls, please. Yeah, I guess I'm not like other guys. This is throwing me for a loop, okay? I could have sworn I saw this commercial when I was like 8 years old. Okay, fuck. Well, I mentioned Fushigi in my last video, but for whatever reason, I wanted this thing so bad. What is the Fushigi ball, Kurtis? What does it do? What's it for? Why did you want it so bad? And the Fushigi ball is basically like a bastardized version of contact juggling. If you don't know, contact juggling is a form of juggling one or two objects without releasing them into the air. And in this article from 2010 titled Fushigi Ball Poised to be Bigger Than Snuggy's Xbox, which is a wildly bold claim. I don't know who the fuck thought it would ever be more popular than Xbox. Could you imagine instead of people streaming video games on Twitch, it's just people fucking playing with an orb? Having a late night sesh with the boys, you got your headset on, right? And you're just fucking... But this article states that the guy who made Fushigi, he saw a video of contact juggling on the internet and saw an untapped market. So they made their own version of it and tweaked it a bit and rebranded it as the Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball. And then they made a commercial. Fushigi! They just went all in on the marketing. They went crazy. And I think the best way to learn about the Fushigi is to watch the full commercial. So let's watch it.
You're about to be mesmerized. It's here. It's wild. It's sweeping the nation. It's Fushigi!
That gets your attention, man. Also, I gotta say, there's nothing more intimidating than having a group of people behind you just fucking rubbing an orb. That is so scary. It literally looks like they're all about to cast a spell on you. We gotta put those guys in more commercials, right? Because I don't care what you're trying to sell me. If you got a group of guys behind you just fucking holding a silver floating orb, I don't want to find out what happens if I say no to you. But a lot of the commercial is random people giving like testimonials to the camera about what they think about Fushigi. Like this scene girl.
Fushigi, like I don't know what it is, but it's the coolest thing ever and I can do it.
And then this guy's groundbreaking observation.
It floats. It floats.
Hey, good job, guys. Way to interview the most confused guy ever.
It floats.
Hey, check out this ball. You sort of just move it around in your hands and it looks cool. It floats? No, it doesn't float, really. It floats. Okay. And interlaced with these testimonials, there's like sick, cool footage of a bunch of awesome guys doing super cool tricks. While the host, Tim Goey, explains why Fushigi is so cool.
We're going to show you how to unlock the secrets of Fushigi, the magic gravity ball. No strings, no tricks. Magic? Maybe. An illusion? You decide.
And just fucking obviously the guy who's awesome at Fushigi has a ponytail. This is such a ponytail thing to have. I feel like the more you play with the Fushigi, your hair just automatically morphs into a ponytail. And then they show a bunch of cool tricks that you can do with the Fushigi.
Maneuvers like the prayer cross, the enigma, levitation, and so many more.
Also, this is a fun fact. I don't know if you know this, but this is actually how doctors check for lumps in testicles. And it feels awesome. It's like a secret menu thing, though. You gotta like go to the doctor and be like, yo, give me that Fushigi shit. And he's like, I bet. Also, an interesting thing that happens in this commercial, while all the like cool tricks are happening, there's like a paragraph that pops up in like super tiny font It's on screen for like 3 seconds, but let's go ahead and read it, okay? Experienced fushigi performers. Proficiency in the art of contact juggling, or fushigi, takes practice. Please refer to tutorial DVD for full instruction on how to create the illusion of gravity defiance and floating levitation prior to use. You must be 18 years of age to order. Please read all disclaimers carefully before attempting any fushigi maneuvers, as failure to follow storage and usage instructions may lead to property damage and bodily injury. Jesus Christ. How the fuck would it lead to property damage and bodily injury? They're balls. Like, what's the worst that could happen if you don't store and use your fushigi properly?
Look, I'm sick and tired of these bitches thinking
So funny. Coming. Yeah, 1 second, man. Hold on. Can I help you? Yeah, you can answer me this question, and answer wisely. Where's your fushigi? Sorry, my what? My fushigi? You got something in your fucking ear, buddy? Your fushigi, where are you storing it? I think it's like in a drawer somewhere with a bunch of other old crap. I don't know, man. What are you doing? I don't like what you're doing right now.
Should have followed the instructions.
Look, man, I can go get the fushigi if that's what you want. Ah, that's hot! Why did I do that? Okay, and one more thing about this commercial. I know companies exaggerate in their advertisements to, entice the consumer. You want to say just whatever you can to get people to buy your product. That's what advertising is, but like, man, some of the claims in this advertisement are a little nonsensical.
Everyone loves fushigi, and you don't have to be a magician. It's relaxing, even therapeutic.
Therapeutic. Okay. Cancel your therapy appointments, everybody. You don't need it. You're wasting your time, okay? Why don't you just move that ball around in your hand and wave goodbye to your anxiety and depression? Quit bawling in therapy and start bawling. So that was the commercial that had me by the throat when I was fucking 16, I guess. It's so embarrassing. But I wanted one so bad, dude. I just thought they were so cool and interesting and magic. You know what? I just turned 28, and the older I get, the more comfort I seem to get from the things that brought me joy when I was younger. A lot of the music I listen to is just the music I liked when I was in high school. The only clothes I buy are like vintage t-shirts from like the early 2000s. And I fucking spend way too much money on Pokemon and Digimon cards, okay? It's all about healing your inner child. I hate that term because that makes it seem like there's like a little boy literally inside of me like piloting my every move, Which is crazy. Obviously that wouldn't happen, sorry. Whoa! Sorry about that. But like I said, being an adult, it's all about healing that inner child that lives inside of you and controls every move and thought that you have. So, I bought a fushigi. I bought a fushigi magic gravity ball. So in this video, we'll see if it really is as easy as they made it look in the commercial to become a fushigi, what do the disclaimers say? An experienced fushigi performer. I haven't actually opened this yet, so let's go do that and get some first impressions. Fushigi! All right, hello, I'm in my kitchen now. We got the fushigi right here. I got the secondary camera right there so we can get the close up. Yeah, man, this is years in the making. I'm excited to see what we got in here. Okay. Thank you for purchasing the Fushigi Magic Gravity Ball. Attention, Fushigi is an amazing skill toy. However, Fushigi will not float on its own. What am I doing this for? Yo, what the fuck? Okay. What is fushigi? The art of maneuvering a clear or reflective sphere through mind and body isolation and manipulation that seemingly create the illusion that the sphere may be defying the laws of gravity, whereas the resulting actions and movements of the subject performing the manipulations give the appearance that they are consequently reacting to the sphere as it seemingly moves on its own. Hey, what? One question. Pardon? Could have just been like magic ball. Ball go magic. Ball go magic time. Always practice with your fushigi over carpet. Maybe they mean like put a towel down in case like you get someone wet. You get them so wet from your fushigi skills, That's probably what they mean. Never use fushigi outdoors?
Never use fushigi outdoors?
Also, hey guys, you spelled fushigi wrong. Your own fucking thing, and you spelled fushgi. Good job, guys. Maybe I'll put like a dish towel down. There, a dish drying mat. So if I drop the fushigi, it's all good. So I thought for this part of the video, I'll just do like first impressions, see if I can do tricks right off the bat like they said in the commercial, and then we'll go to the DVD. All right, we got the DVD still in the case, as you can see, and we got fushigi.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's heavy. So it's a little scuffed.
This has definitely been fushigged before.
But it comes with a little carrying case, which is nice. A little ball sack, if you will. All right, let me pull up the commercial again. I want to see if I can do some of the moves like right away.
With maneuvers like the prayer cross, the enigma.
The enigma. Okay, that looks pretty easy. You just sort of like... How's this look? Is this shit floating or what? Okay, what's the next one?
Levitation, and so many more.
Levitation, you sort of just... Whoa, it's fucking floating and shit. Whoa. Like, I don't know if it looks cool on camera, but should I try to do the one where it like rolls on the arm? Yeah, okay. How the fuck did they do that? This guy's got 4 balls at once? Too many balls. So.
Oh my god, bro.
Obviously I'm a novice, so I don't know how to do it right off the bat. How about we take a look at the DVD and see if we can find out any secrets to the fushigi. Let's go. For the next few days, I watched the ponytail man from the commercial walk me through how to become a fushigi pro. The first thing I learned is that the ponytail man is named the Amazing Kenny.
I'm the Amazing Kenny.
I don't think that's the name that was given to him at birth, but that's really funny, so I'm gonna pretend that it is. Immediately born and they knew he was gonna be a fushigi pro. Kenny went through the basics of fushigi and taught me some pretty simple tricks right off the bat. Unfortunately, the last half of the DVD focus on tricks that require 2 or more fushigi balls. Obviously, I just have 1, you know? If I wanted to play with 2 balls, I just hop in the shower. But it's good marketing, man. You make the kids think they want the fushigi and then they finally get it and watch the DVD, and on the DVD you're like, no, you need 2. You need 4, actually, sorry. But I will say, I was pretty shocked that the tricks themselves are actually pretty easy to do, but the real learning curve is making the tricks seem fluid and natural. And that learning curve is steep, okay? It's thick. These balls are thick. And the more I watched the tutorial, the more I realized that fushigi is more of a dance than a magic trick, because it's not the actual like move, it's how you do it, you know? You can teach someone 100 different dance moves, but if they don't practice and like find out their own way how to make it look cool, then you're just gonna look like a weirdo, you know what I mean? So that's how I thought about it going forward. It's good marketing, you know? I thought it was magic, but it's a dance move, okay? Fushigi is a dance move, changed my mind. It'd be a lit ass party, dude. You go to the club, set everyone dancing, and just like, you know, grinding your fushigi on each other. That'd be kind of cool. One thing I can say about this DVD, the Amazing Kenny, he lived up to his name. He really did. He is amazing. And he's Kenny. He is genuinely like such a good teacher, and you can really tell that he's passionate about fushigi and contact juggling. Honestly, dude, at certain times of the DVD, I had to like snap myself out of a trance, you know, that I was put in by Kenny's awesome balls. I was just captivated. I was blown away by the Amazing Kenny. At certain times, I was like, you know what, fuck stand-up. You know, I'm just gonna do fushigi on stage for an hour. But I watched the DVD over and over again, and I took a few days to try to learn these tricks. At times, it was confusing.
Up, thumb, and pointer. Switch, and down. It's actually fairly simple to do for the prayer hold.
Holy moly.
Or even have the ball falling slightly forward for this forward roll. So that it rolls up to this position, and switch.
And most of the time it was really frustrating.
And then you're doing the wiper.
Ugh, looks like I really dropped the ball on that one. But as the days went on and the more I practiced, I felt like I wasn't getting any better. I felt like I was just getting worse. Like, what was the secret? Why couldn't I do it? Why couldn't I crack the fushigi code? And they say in the commercial that you can start doing really cool tricks right away.
Anyone can fushigi from the minute they pick up the magic gravity ball.
So what was it? What was I missing? But then it hit me. I thought back to the comment that I made earlier in this video. This is such a ponytail thing to have. I feel like the more you play with the fushigi, your hair just automatically morphs into a ponytail. That was it. The secret to fushigi was right in front of me, and it is what could be right behind me. A ponytail. I needed a ponytail. How did I not see it sooner? If I'm gonna be a guy who plays with a magic orb, I have to look the part. So I tied my mullet into a ponytail and I tried the tricks again. And this time, it was totally different. I don't know how, but I immediately felt a bond to the fushigi. I felt like I was half man, half ball. Like that one Digimon. I felt like that guy. The fushigi was now an extension of me. I was the fushigi was me. And after a few days of practicing with my new ponytail, I was ready. So please enjoy my fushigi performance.
You're about to be mesmerized.
You're about to be mesmerized.
It's here. It's one. It's sweeping the nation. It's fushigi!
I hope you put a towel down before you watch that, because I'm sure you threw up. Yeah, maybe fushigi isn't my true calling. Yeah, sure, maybe if I had a few months and nothing else to do, I'm sure I could get pretty good at it, but I think I know when something isn't for me. And I'm sure you're all wondering, was it therapeutic? And now that I think about it, no. Not even remotely, not even close. I think I need therapy now because I'm fucking so angry that I can't do the tricks that they told me I'd be able to do right off the bat. I don't know, man. I guess they're right. Never meet your heroes, especially if your hero is a silver ball encased in acrylic. I don't know, man. I just feel foolish. You know, all those years I had an idea of what fushigi was in my head, and now I know it's just a lie. Fushigi, more like faux shigi. It's not real. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean. They said you could do the tricks easily. You can't. And you know, I'm almost fucking 30, okay? I have patience. If I would've got this 12 years ago, when I was 16, I would've thrown it in the trash like 5 minutes after I got it. Realistically, I probably would've turned it into a fucking bong somehow. But if I could just go back in time and tell 16-year-old Kurtis that it's not worth his time to fixate on buying one of the Silver Surfer's testicles, I honestly don't think I would. I'd probably just kick his ass for being such a loser, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. In conclusion, the fushigi is a capitalist's wet dream. Taking something that already exists, repackaging it as something new, and then lying to the general public so you can sell as many as you can and run it into the ground until the well runs dry. I mean, good for them. They probably made a bunch of money. They were probably, balling after this. And as much as the fushigi was a letdown, I'm sure not all the products that I saw on television that I wanted as a kid were this bad. So leave a comment. Let me know if there's any commercial you remember of like a weird product or something that you really wanted, because maybe I'll make another video like this because this was a lot of fun. Even though it was really heartbreaking, I had a good time. Also, like the video if you enjoyed it, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 fushigi that I will throw into a volcano. Press the subscribe button if you want, because I make a video all the time, and as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtis Town. If you didn't know, Kurtis Town is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I would stick around, but I have to go. I have to fist fight Tim Goey. See ya. It's fine. Buddy.
He's freaking out.
He's like, who's this cool guy? Hey, welcome back to my... Those simply won't do.
Christmas. That's better.
All right, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos except for that one time. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks. It's that time of year. It's Christmas time. This is my favorite holiday, okay? You got it all. You got gifts, wine, you got food, you got family in regular circumstances. And best of all, you got old Taint Dick coming down the chimney eating up all your cookies. But of course, my favorite part of the holiday season is the movies. And there's a lot of great Christmas movies, but I feel like as time goes on, in terms of Christmas movies, it's just kind of turned into quantity over quality. So for every like good Christmas movie, there's like 3 million bad ones. But within those 3 million bad ones, there's usually one really bad one. And every December on my channel, we look at one of those really bad Christmas movies. And the culprit this year is none other than a movie entitled Homeless for the Holidays. Fun facts about the film, the script was actually completed in 3 weeks, and from idea to DVD release, it took 9 months, which is pretty impressive, but wow, do I wish they spent more time on it. I will say this, it's pretty shocking that a movie from iProduceFilms.com is bad, but hey, it's 2020. Anything can and will happen. The plot is insane, the acting is terrible, and the ending takes a really sharp turn at the end, and it's just something else. So without further ado, I got my Christmas sweater on, I got some holiday nog, and we're ready to go. So let's take a look at Homeless for the Holidays. So the movie starts with some oddly cheerful music for a movie about being homeless. And then it cuts to a news reporter talking about how a family's house is being foreclosed.
Until their house was foreclosed just 2 days ago.
Slow news day, I guess. But the main character, Jack Baker, he ain't having any of that, okay? Because it's way too depressing for his son to be watching.
Kind of a depressing way to kick off a Saturday morning, isn't it?
And then the son, Adam, I guess he tries to like, I don't know, explain wealth distribution to his father.
Did you know that the unemployment rate in Wooded Falls is up 7% this year?
But Jack ain't having any of that either.
Some of these people can't even afford Christmas presents. Do you know what that means?
All the good toys are still in stock.
Like, I know this kid is a kid and all, but wow, he cannot act. I don't know where they found him. Like, he doesn't give any facial expression throughout this entire movie. So now we get the classic Christmas movie trope, busy business dad. He's never around because he's always working. But hey, at least he's a good dad when he is around.
Don't you have comic books? Be normal.
Oh, never mind. So Jack and his wife Cheryl go out to buy some Christmas gifts when they run into
an unusual Santa.
And this unusual Santa is asking for donations, but Jack only gives a couple cents because he's a greedy business boy. So then this Santa, I guess, like casts a spell on him or something because Jack didn't give him enough money.
May your life be forever changed. Merry Christmas.
Because you know Santa, he's always cursing people. Hey, you know the old saying, if Santa ain't bringing you a purse, well, he's bringing you a curse. Ho, ho, ho. Ha! So right after that, Jack and Cheryl get in a fight because Jack gets called into the office on a weekend. Busy business boy.
Cheryl, we have talked about this.
And real quick, let's get this out of the way. We're all thinking it. I'm gonna speak in Yu-Gi-Oh terms here if you don't mind. The actor who plays Jack looks like if you were to use a polymerization card with Adam Sandler and Seth Meyers, but minus all of their likable qualities. It's like, it's confusing. Like my eyes are sending messages to my brain like, he looks like two funny, likable guys. And then when I see any scene in this movie with him, I'm confused and frankly pissed off. What I'm saying is this man is the human equivalent of going over to your grandma's house and you see a tin of cookies, but then you open it and it's just sewing supplies. But then you proceed to eat the sewing supplies and cut your mouth open. Okay, we got that out of the way. I know you were all thinking that. Let's get back to the film. So the next day, Jack is giving this big marketing presentation at his job for this new skincare product they're working on. And this is when we meet Jack's assistant, Wesley. And listen, he's a little goofy if you couldn't tell by the music they're playing in the background when he talks.
If I could have just a few moments of your time, I'd love to show you some new concepts for the beautiful blue line.
So quick summary of Wesley. He really wants Jack's job, but nobody really respects him. But you need to remember Wesley for later in the story because he is important and a little goofy. So the next day, at least I think it's the next day, I don't know. Time in this movie is a fucking illusion. This plot could take place in 1 week or 3 years, I have no clue. But the next day, I think, there's a bunch of reporters at Jack's front door.
Can I get a comment, sir?
Because it turns out there was a huge misprint on the new bottles of the skincare cream, and it's apparently Jack's fault.
Need a comment on the labeling.
Again, slow news day, I guess. So the bottles were supposed to say, do not inhale fumes, but they ended up saying, do now inhale fumes. So a bunch of people got sick and are mad at the company for it.
200 mindless drones were hospitalized after those bottles shipped last Thursday.
Which is fair, I guess, but like, at the same time, if you're a skincare company making products so dangerous that it'll hospitalize you if you inhale the fumes, I don't know, man. Maybe get into a different line of work. Don't get mad at the misprint, you know? You told people it was okay to inhale the thing they're putting directly under their nose? You heathen. So this next part is also really weird because Jack's boss is like, hey man, I know this wasn't your fault. I know you didn't do this, but the people are gonna blame you, all right? So we gotta fire you.
Are you throwing me to the wolves?
Which makes no sense at all, because when a company messes up, like, people are mad at the company, not the one employee that made the mistake, right? Like, imagine a company going through a scandal and they just single out a specific employee. All right, thank you for coming to this press conference, everyone. We are aware that the last shipment of chicken breasts still had the nipples attached. We are really sorry, but we want to assure you that it was not our fault, okay? It was actually because of our employee, James, right over there. Hey, all in a day's work, right? Wait, you guys like the nipples? Chicken boobs, chicken boobs, chicken boobs, chicken boobs, chicken boobs, chicken.
And that's the story of how young James became the CEO of Chicken Breasts. Now with nipples.
But anyways, the boss is talking to Jack and he's basically like, so are you gonna take the fall for this and save our butts or get everybody fired? And for some reason, Jack takes the blame for the misprint.
It's impossible to find a job in this economy.
This economy. So for the next little bit, Jack kind of just mopes around the house all sad and stuff. To speak in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, his life points go down to 0. And this is when I started to really not like the main character. He was saying how stressed he was at just the thought of not having a job.
I'm our only source of income.
But now he has no job, and instead of even trying to provide for his family, he just sits in his office like, wow, no one's calling me on my work phone.
It never rings anymore.
It's almost like I don't work there anymore. Well, yeah, you got fired. Stop saying that. But Cheryl has had it, okay? So she steps in and whips him into shape.
Cheryl, what do you want? I told you he was gonna call me. Ugh!
It's time to come back now.
Seriously. Ice water.
See that? The cure for depression.
Ice water.
So next there's a montage of Jack trying to get hired at like a bunch of different places. He applies at a bowling alley, a car dealership, a high school basketball practice for some reason. Listen, coach, I know I'm a little older than the other guys, but I will be the only point guard with pubes. But after all that work, nobody wants to hire that sad sack.
Are you kidding me right now? I don't think so.
Okay, so now we cut to Jack's old work, and this is another part of the movie that makes 0 sense to me. So they're all stressed out now because apparently a rival marketing firm wants to hire Jack, but they don't want that to happen because he's like the most qualified marketing guy in town.
That's probably why Kurtis has been trying to steal Jack away from us for years.
And they want him to work there at his old job, even though they fired him. That literally makes no sense. Why fire him? Pick someone else to fucking take the blame, right? You're fired. Hey, where you going? I don't know. I have a feeling this might end badly for them.
This could end badly for us.
So when Jack gets home that night, Cheryl gets pissed at him for not spending his time well enough while she reads a magazine on a rocking chair.
We need an income.
Also, really quick, I gotta say, Jack is always just a little too quiet, or the music's too loud. Something has to change.
You cannot talk to me like that.
Speak up!
You want me to walk around like I'm mad at the world?
Speak up, Jack!
You want me to slam the door? Kick the neighbor's dog?
Hey, whoa, Jack. The fuck? Escalated very quickly, holy shit.
Kick the neighbor's dog?
That's gotta be something he thinks about on a regular basis, you know? You don't just randomly suggest something like that. Damn it, I'm out of cereal. Oh, I'm so mad I could kick something. Where's that neighbor's dog of mine? All right, so the next day, Jack goes into this fast food place to get a job, but the manager won't hire him because he's not his type.
Just not my type.
Hello?
Creepy. But smart business boy Jack, he works out a plan where he'll work for free for the first week, and if the manager likes him, then he gets to hire him.
I like that.
Big brain play, Jack, 1000 IQ. And this next part is fucking so annoying, and it's like a common theme in this movie. So Jack has to like dress up as a penguin and like greet people that come into the restaurant. And when he's in the bathroom getting ready for his shift, there's a guy in there who's just being such a cock for no reason.
Don't forget to wash your flippers there. An eating establishment.
But you'll see going forward, anybody who isn't a main character in this movie is so fucking mean for no reason. Like, everyone sucks. But let's see how his first shift goes.
Baker, there you are, man. Where have you been? I need you back here now.
I thought you wanted me outside.
See what I mean, man? Speak up, Jack. Fuck.
I thought you wanted me outside.
Like, at no point was the director just like, hey man, we can't fucking hear you. Can you talk louder?
I thought you wanted me outside.
Like, imagine any other actor doing that.
I don't know who you are.
Liam, we can't hear you.
I don't know what you want.
Liam, your audio's not picking up on the mic. Gotta talk louder.
I can tell you I don't have money.
I thought he was like a professional. What's he doing? Oh fuck, he peed his pants again, guys. Yeah, Liam Neeson pees his pants like all the time. You should Google it. After this video. So like you saw, the restaurant is super busy. So Jack goes behind the counter to take people's orders with no training because the manager is swamped and he needs help. And you'd think the manager would just leave, you know, to go do other things to help the other employees because it's so busy, right? No, this movie makes no sense. Why would they do that? The manager just stands beside him while Jack tries to do the thing the manager was just doing. That arguably makes things go slower, right? Hey man, can you help me lift this couch? I feel like it'd be easier if we both did it. Oh yeah, for sure, man. All right, thank you. Whoa! What the fuck? 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 Okay, this is another one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Ow! Michelle, stop it. Mommy's trying to read. Michelle, Adam, Daddy's home.
Dad! I love you, Jack Baker.
Wow, those shitty kids and angry lady remind me of my shitty kids and angry lady. I hate my family. So once Jack remembers he has a family, he immediately turns into a cashier god. He's absolutely cracked at taking orders, my guy.
What may I get you?
And again, we've got more people being mean as fuck for no reason.
Wonderful day, maybe for you.
Asshole.
You're cheery.
Another asshole.
You guys have order number 319?
Move your family out of there. Everybody sucks. So 2 weeks go by, Jack gets his first paycheck, which honestly, it looks like a takeout menu or a brochure that they had just laying around. Like you can see a bit of the text like through the paper, and you can see the text goes from like top down, you know? Unless they're paying Jack in like acrostic poems, I don't think the prop department did a very good job. But I guess his paycheck was way less than he expected, and I love the music that they chose for this scene. It's just...
Is that it?
Yep. I asked. Twice.
Won't make a mortgage payment.
Isn't that so goofy? An entire 2 weeks of work isn't enough money for a mortgage payment. Corporations don't pay their employees livable wages. Isn't that just so kooky? Oh man, wish I could pour ice water on that paycheck, make it all better.
You need a second job.
Also, did the writer of this movie just forget that women can get jobs too? I don't know, Jack, you're gonna have to get 2 jobs. I'm just a stupid girl, sorry. Girls can't get jobs. All they know is read magazine on rocking chair, pour ice water in face, eat hot chip and lie. So then the family is having a Christmas dinner at their house with their friends.
Now that was a meal.
But then the cable gets cut because they haven't paid their bills.
What's up with your TV, Baker?
So everybody just leaves.
We should get going.
Another example of the secondary characters being just so mean for no reason. I'm sorry, your house doesn't have cable? All right. Is that a torch? What are you doing? Oh, I'm setting your house on fire. It's fucking useless. Oh man. All right, well, I'm out of here. Bye, love you. Okay, bye, love you. Okay, so now things are getting interesting. Old Goofy Wesley comes into the fast food restaurant and tells Jack that they might be giving him his job back.
He's making plans on bringing you back.
And Jack is super excited, so he goes home to tell Cheryl. And this is also when we have like a rough timeline for this movie. finally. So the daughter spills the beans to her friend about Jack losing his job.
Your dad lost his job?
She says that he lost his job like 3 months ago.
Like 3 months ago.
And if you didn't know, Christmas still hasn't happened in this movie. So then this movie started in what, like September, I guess? And if that's the case, why was there a man in a Santa costume asking for donations in September? Well, actually, on second thought, I guess he was an
unusual Santa.
So never mind. Santa is pretty unusual in any month other than December. That is pretty weird now that I think about it. Like if you go to a mall and you see Santa and he's got a kid on his lap and that's in December, that's totally normal. But if you see that in like June, I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on that Santa. Okay, this part fucking pisses me off. Jack tells Cheryl that he's gonna get his job back, hopefully. And listen to what she says to that.
We have to celebrate.
How? We don't have any money.
I've got some emergency money tucked away.
What? You guys haven't paid your bills in months. You can't afford your mortgage and your cable got turned off.
The cable turned off.
And you've just been hiding money for an emergency? All of those things I just listed are emergencies. Also, Jack getting his job back isn't even a sure thing. And you're all using the last little bit of money you have to go out and eat steak and lobster? I hate this family. I hate Jack. And another thing that pisses me off, Jack literally has a call from a rival marketing firm saying they want to hire him.
I'd like to talk with you about a marketing position here at Pure Ease.
And he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go back to my old job where they threw me under the bus for no reason.
Are you throwing me to the wolves?
God, this plot is so stupid. It makes no sense. I'm gonna speak in Yu-Gi-Oh terms for a second here. Fuck this movie. All right, so now Cheryl pulls a classic Zooey Deschanel and sings in the movie for no good reason.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
And this boy has yet to show any emotion.
And heaven and nature sing, and
The daughter's killing it. She's a great actor, but the son, holy shit.
joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and
Oh my God. What is wrong with you? Are you human? I've never seen you show any emotion. What is going on? So Jack actually quits his job at the burger place to go get his old job back, but they say no because the public apparently still hates him.
We can't start issuing you checks until the public forgets why they hate you.
Which I honestly find very hard to believe. I doubt there's just some guy out there just loathing Jack's existence, right? I hate this family. I hate Jack. Oh, it's also revealed here that Wesley was the one that like sabotaged the misprint. Big twist. They didn't really spend that much time on it though for some reason.
What can you tell me about that?
So when Jack gets home, they get some bad news.
If we don't send them $4,800 in the next 7 days, we're gonna be homeless.
For the holidays?
You're not getting your bonus, are you?
So with that terrible news, they go to their church and ask them for $4,800 so they can keep their house. But they say they can't help Jack because they don't have enough money. Because of people like Jack who didn't donate enough money. I'm learning stuff.
What?
And don't worry, we're getting close to the end. And like I said earlier in the video, this is where things start to kind of take a turn. But before we get into that, we have to watch this really quick scene because I laughed so hard when I saw it and I want you guys to see it as well. One of the extras just fucking looks right at the camera and it's the one good scene in this movie.
We've not been placed on this earth to maintain status or to build up treasures.
Fuck, sorry. Seeing
Maybe
this shit?
It's time to quit
This movie fucking
striving.
sucks.
As he looked into their eyes, he could see more. Could it be that other perfectly presented people were experiencing troubles of their own at Christmas time?
Could it be other people have problems too? Empathy? Huh?
Jack questioned for the first time ever whether the glittery splendor of North American consumerism was really enough to fill a holiday with a genuine sense of joy.
Fuck are you talking about? So Jack is about to leave the church when this random old man stops to talk to him. And it turns out this old man was actually the
unusual Santa
from earlier in the film. And I also think they're trying to imply that this Santa is God.
But you know, I'm not just a kindly old man who cares.
Which seems to just come out of nowhere. Usually Christian movies are pretty upfront about it, you know? But not this one. It leads you to believe that it's a normal movie. But okay, well, not like, you know what I mean? Movies are either Christian or normal. But no, it tricks you into thinking it's like a regular movie. And in the last 20 minutes, it's like, no, it's actually because of God. God is real and fuck you.
The ones that I'm supposed to love and provide for are gonna be homeless.
For the holidays?
Homeless!
For the holidays?
You show me a winner
Ugh.
who left his family homeless at Christmas time. He had reasons for doing what he did.
What the fuck is going on?
I mean, he was sent to save the world.
You see what I mean, man? Like, where did this come from?
You're here to be that person who genuinely cares about others. Time to stop wishing for it and start becoming it.
Jesus.
Sorry.
God.
God's opportunity knocking on.
Okay, so now it's pretty much the end. They end up losing the house, so they move into this tent village for the next few months until the boss from the rival marketing firm tracks Jack down and figuratively pours ice water on his life and hires him to be the marketing director at the rival company.
And we want you to come on board as our director of marketing. We want you on our team.
So does everybody else. And that's it. That is Homeless for the Holidays.
It's okay to say Merry Christmas.
The biggest problem I had with this movie was like, homelessness is like a really big issue, but this movie kind of like weirdly glamorizes it at the end, which I really don't like. The family was homeless for about like 1% of this entire movie, and when they were homeless, they made it out to be this like fucking fun, chill time. You know, it literally looks like they went on a fucking camping trip, and that's not what that is like at all. I don't know, but I guess the moral of the story is when the going gets tough, just fucking wait it out, and God will do all the heavy lifting for you. That's right, this was a Christian YouTube video the whole time. Well, we click away. If you're still here, you'll probably notice there is a donation thing either beside me or below me, depending on what you're watching me on. But you know what? I really learned something from this movie. Giving is good. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press a like button because 1 like equals 1 cup of ice water that I will throw on your face. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see more bad movie reviews. I actually have one more like semi-Christmas themed movie that I want to do in January, maybe. So let me know if you want to see that one. But I found another movie that I really want to talk about. And yeah, press the subscribe button because I make a video all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me.
It's the law.
But yeah, man, this is the last video of 2020. This year was fucked up. I started this year really excited to do a bunch of shows and, you know, just travel a bunch, but obviously that didn't happen. So if you saw me at the beginning of the year, thank you for supporting me. Thanks for coming to the shows. And other than that, just thank you for watching my videos. This is my dream job. I get to make just fucking stupid videos every week, and I have so much fun doing it, and I truly, I'll never be able to thank you enough for allowing me to do what I do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching me, supporting me. If you grab merch, if you watch my videos, you like and comment, whatever you do to show your support, I just thank you so much. Hopefully I'll be able to do shows again next year at some point. I don't know. Fingers crossed, because I miss doing them. Yeah, I hope you're staying safe. See ya next year. Now you can Google Liam Neeson peeing his pants. Okay, see ya. Liam Neeson pees in his pants. There's pee in the pants of Liam Neeson. Love pee pants. That's Neeson. He put the pee in Liam's pee pants. What the fuck? What the fuck?